And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And as always, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge joining us from the sidelines. And now the opening lineup for Boston. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Cornette in at the 5 spot. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Here we go. Greg, we know these teams among the best defensive squads in the NBA. This figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love.
Put it down! Wow!
My gracious,
wow.
Way to get up. One of the craziest dunks we've seen. Tatum with the bounce.
And it's White with the rebound. And here's Boston. Here's Holiday. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Minnesota. 4-point game. Randle outside. Edwards against White. Gobert with a screen on White. Clock at 6. Here's Edwards, and it's blocked. White up top. Edwards defending. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by White.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Minnesota off to a slow start. And Derek White, he's one of the most valuable guards, Richard, in the NBA.
White can play the one, he can shoot the ball, plus he is an all-league defender. So Derek White gives you everything you want in your backcourt.
Randle with the bucket.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Tatum to the inside. Cornette, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
How about Tatum shredding the D with his passing? So effective in pick and rolls.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Randle outside. No good on the 3. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by McDaniels. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Minnesota. White finds Tatum. Back to White. Tatum setting the pick for White. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. Now, of course, I asked Coach what his plan was about defending Jason Tatum, and he said, I told our guys just to play smart, to play up on him, but not get baited into fouls, and try to get a hand in his face. Now, that's a difficult challenge for any defense, so we'll see what happens tonight. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. That free throw good from Randle. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts, with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Brown outside. Outside Tatum. Six on the shot clock. Off target on the outside leaner.
He made that way more difficult than it had to be with that leaning jumper. As a result, he comes away empty.
Randall is doubled. Pass to DiVincenzo. Buries the long-range jumper.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
1:44 left in the first quarter of the game. Outside White. Holiday sets the pick for White. Back to Holiday. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And he stays with it. Tatum against DiVincenzo. Second shot opportunity, and the shot is good.
Okay, listen. Tatum can strike from anywhere. The mid-range is an open option for him at all times.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Some changes for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Edwards. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Mike Conley. Here's Randall. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the physicality of Randall's game, impressive. It's what earns him those calls.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Celtics.
They've made a point to take what's given to them in the mid-range. The jumpers are falling for them so far.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
No problem on the jumper in close. Randall's got 8.
You know, they like Randall to be an offensive presence in the paint. They want him to be an option on every possession.
40 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Pritchard, defended by DiVincenzo. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Timberwolves have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. DiVincenzo passes to Randall. Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Brown. Back to Randall. 6 to shoot. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Here's Brown. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Boston on top. They lead by 1. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
And so it's Minnesota with it. They trail by 1. On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Horford and Porzingis are manning the post positions. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Hauser in at the small forward position. Pass to Pritchard. Porzingis kicks to Tatum. Back to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And what a luxury to run pick and rolls with Porzingis. He can roll to the basket or pop out for that jump shot.
RJ, so often with rookies, we want to judge them after half a season. But we're not very patient with them. How long should we give players to prove themselves in the NBA?
Well, there's a different type of prove yourself. If you're talking about a rookie, I was taught after about game 60, you're no longer a rookie because you've played every team, you understand the defensive concept, you might be a little fatigued, but after that, you're no longer a rookie. But to judge them, if they can play in this league, it can take a couple of years.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
That, David, remember a couple of years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Dillingham's checked in for McDaniel. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Holiday against DiVincenzo. Picked by Reed. Jacks up a three. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Reed's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Richard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
And here's Tatum for three. Here's Cornette. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Pass to Ingles. Back to Alexander Walker. Ingles with a screen on Tatum. On the wing, Ingles. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Alexander Walker. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Pritchard passes to Tatum. Down low. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Oh, come on. Just add vision to his perfect skill set. Like, when he's dropping dimes like that, like, Jason Tatum is a problem.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Here's Dillingham. A rebound by the Celtics. Here's Pritchard. Nothing on the board. Misses from close range. Now here's DiVincenzo. And Tatum pulls it down. Holiday against DiVincenzo. Pass to Cornette. Stolen by Reed. Here's Alexander Walker. Guarded by Tatum. DiVincenzo gets an open look and hits. DiVincenzo's got 5 points so far.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. And then for Boston. Porzingis is checked in for Horford. Jaylen Brown comes in for Jason Tatum. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. .111 left here in the second. The Celtics with the lead. White looking around. And Holiday has it in the corner. Great tee that time from Edwards.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Conley. Tries again. Got a hand on it. Three-pointer, Randall.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
The Timberwolves have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
That free throw good from Randall. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
And, RJ, the combination of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown winning a title together, that's something else.
There was some small talk going around about breaking them up. Good thing for the Celtic front office, they kept them both. In their first 7 seasons as a duo, they have 5 trips to the conference finals. That is a ridiculous run.
A solid outside game. Holiday has good lift on his J, and at 6'4", he can get his shot off
against just about anybody.
Inside, Edwards finishes strong. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Celtics lead by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just staying aggressive. Just continue to get in the gym and see something go in. It feels good to see him go in early. And it felt good to have us have a good start. Hopefully we keep it up.
Yeah, it was flowing great in that first half, Jay. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Nice game. Great performance by Julius Randle.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
He knows that that's a strength for him. If they're going to keep fouling, he has no problem taking that.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Julius Randle is out there with Gobert, and it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Boston trailing. Here's Cornette. Brown outside. There's the pick to the middle. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Love to see Brown facilitate out of a pick and roll, and I'm sure his coach feels the same way.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
And finished off by Gobert.
And all of that size rolling there after that screen. Gobert moves now with such confidence when in the pick and roll.
And Holiday kicks to Cornette. Pass to Brown. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. Now Conley. McDaniels with the ball. Just 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Conley's shot is off. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. It's a 1-point game. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. Jaden McDaniels has become an X factor for the Wolves. Mike Conley says, we know what he does defensively, but the offense that he can bring for us balances our unit. It's much needed. Guys tend not to think of him as an offensive player, but he does have that in his game. Kevin?
But I love the reference to an X factor. He definitely is that. All right, David, thank you.
Timeout.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Now McDaniels. There's the drive. Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And the slam. If Rudy gets that ball anywhere near the rim, he is going to finish it.
Brown the pass to Cornette. And here is Tatum. No good from outside. Brown against McDaniel. Pass to Conley. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Cornette.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Brown kicks to Tatum. Three-pointer. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Edwards passes to Randall. And he lays it straight in. Randall's got 12 in the game.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
1:43 left in the third quarter. Outside Edwards. Now here's Gobert. He's covered closely. Randall against Tatum. 4 on the shot clock. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And White kicks to Holiday. The kick out to Brown. A new 14 for Boston. Outside Tatum. Emphatic finish by Tatum.
I love seeing Tatum exhibit the passion that he has shown us tonight. Such a motivated performance by him.
There's a minute left to play in the third. Conley surveying the D. Pass to Edwards. Here's McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Here's the three. Edwards shooting fearlessly from the arc.
A good read by Edwards, playing at his pace and carving out space for that shot.
Outside White. Holiday against Conley. White the pass to Holiday. Back to White. Tatum setting the pick for White. Outside Tatum. Tatum from three.
This is what great scorers do. Tatum rises to the three-point challenge.
And here's Edwards. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of three. Boston on top. They're up by 2. From Target Center, back in a moment. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
And from a team perspective, having your off-guard rip-off passes like that, it's awesome. It shows you have guys willing to give up the rock.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Horford and Porzingis are manning the post positions. Then there's Jason Tatum, and it's Pritchard in at the 1 spot. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their three-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace.
And that one falls for Tatum.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Ingles with the ball. Now guarded by Porzingis.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Miller's checked in. And Ingles drops them both.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Here's Pritchard. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. His three-pointers off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Reed with a screen on Tatum. Here's Alexander Walker. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in this game. Porzingis with the ball. He's looking for Horford and finds him. Horford double team. Here's Hauser. Outside Tatum. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Boston, no good that time either.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Alexander Walker passes to DiVincenzo. Shoots the 3. Drains the three-pointer. DiVincenzo's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
The 3 from Tatum. Tatum, a 3 of his own.
Every time Tatum finds his shot, he'll take it. He loves to fill it up from range.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA?
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. Now, Coach was still pretty positive. He told his guys a handful of shots completely changes this game. Just a few good minutes, and we're right there. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Tatum against Randall. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. They lead by 1. Brown against McDaniel. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
Here's Edwards. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Randall outside. Randall is doubled. Mr. Gobert. Outside Conley. Stolen by Holiday. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Now it's a 4-point Celtic lead.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
And there's a minute 45 left to play in the final quarter. McDaniels a screen on Tatum. Randall dishes to Conley. That three off the mark.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
It's hauled in by Brown. Celtics leading by 4. Holiday goes in. Can't cash in from close range. Edwards against Brown. And they recover it. Money! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And here's Tatum for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. McDaniels passes to Randall. Great D that time from Tatum. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It counts.
The guy you want taking this shot. Tatum gets fired up and delivers.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
Edwards kicks to McDaniels. 3-pointer, Randall. He's off from 3, and they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game, and he wants to be prepared. And now we've got the intentional foul. drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much, Jason. It was a struggle last time out, but tonight you were back on track. What was the difference?
Just got to have a short-term memory. Sometimes shots just go in, but you always got to be aggressive and just make the right play.
You're like a cornerback in basketball. That's weird, but it got you a win tonight, man. Congrats. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony and our reporter David Aldridge and the entire 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jason Tatum.